Oh, you still. We back in the building. You know what time it is. You're listening to All Burgundy and Go Everything. Powered by the Urban Sports Scene and Fox Sports Radio 96.9 FM and 1340 AM. Hopewell, Virginia. I'm Wole, and I'm here with my guys, Glenn and George. What's going on, fellas?
Nothing much, man. Just trying to stay warm, man. Trying to stay warm, fellas.
I know, man. This I'm telling you, the ice storm of 2026 is crazy. It's insane. I mean, George don't got to worry about it. George does the best. He lives the good life. He ain't had to worry about the ice storm.
No, I don't have to worry about the ice storm. But 30 years ago for the blizzard of 96, I was right in the middle of that. Oh, I couldn't enjoy it because I got sick that week.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. I remember that. As a youngster, I enjoyed that. Like, that I did enjoy because I didn't have to shovel no snow. I ain't had to worry about nothing. We just missing school. I felt like we would never get back in school. I was so happy about that too. I was so excited.
Life was good back then. Life was good.
I tell you, what is going on, DC Slim? My God, what is good, Paul?
By the way, I have to say, I haven't got through all of it, but the open forum that you had on the Urban Sports Scene with all the fellas was damned entertaining up to the point that I've stopped listening to it, but I'm going to finish it probably tomorrow while I'm at work. I quite enjoyed that this evening, as well as the boxing show you and Ray did. Since now I know that fight's this weekend, I'm going to be watching that.
Yeah, we'll do a post-fight show on that one.
I'm looking forward to it.
Everybody out here. Okay, yeah, my car is your car is still stuck. Your car's stuck in this ice storm. Yeah,
well, they're putting all the snow on top of all the parked cars. That's what.
Yeah, they're doing a bad job. You're right. They're doing a bad. Like, I don't know about everybody else's neighborhood, but my neighborhood. Like, Glenn, how is like your situation where you're at?
Yo, we just got scraped today. I helped my neighbor who's a single mom, and I love her, but she don't watch this podcast. Her heel's like this. And so she decided the snowstorm was coming, so she decided to park bottom of the hill. And so finally today, I felt bad as a neighbor because all us guys dug out and we tried to help her yesterday, but she has no sun in her house and the ice is that thick. So we finally pushed her up the hill out of the driveway. So my good deed for the day was done and went home. And after I finished that, I went and laid on the couch, man. I can't shovel a whole bunch of snow for 3 hours like I used to.
Bruh,
that ice for Virginia's no joke.
Breaking ice, my arms and stuff. I feel like then if you slip, I feel like I'm taking bumps in the wrestling ring, man.
There you go. That's a fact. Because it's funny because when I was shoveling, because I was going like shovel it, and so to make sure my mom can get in the house like easily. So I was shoveling, and I was like, all right, cool. It was good for a little bit. And then, like, when I was starting to break the ice, I was like, oh, this is getting frustrating, man. Like, I don't know.
You got to run the car for an hour.
Yeah.
To heat the car up. That's the move.
Yeah, but breaking, like, the ice, like, when you shoveling, had to break it. Like, it was literally like you're breaking, like, a skating rink. Like, that's how thick some of this ice was. Like, hitting it, and then just to even try to shovel it out, you had to break it, then shovel it. So then it was like, I would break it. I would get these big chunks of ice. I'm like, they're like this big. And I would like it. I said this on multiple shows. It was like Rocky when he's about to fight Drago, and he was like training in the woods. That's how I felt. Like I felt like I was some caveman mode. Had this thick jacket, beard was scruggly. I was like out there just hoveling ice, like I was like, and then I got to a point. 30 minutes till it came, Glenn. My back started getting sore. I saw the neighbor. They had hired somebody. I said, "Dude, my man, can you come over here? How much I'll pay you to do this? Like, I don't have time for this." You know what I'm saying? I believe in building the economy. You know, I believe in it.
I do too. But we couldn't nobody get down my hill because again, it's coming. My cul-de-sac is like this, and the neighbor's girl, she slid and she almost ran into somebody's house. It was a curb. We helped 2 DoorDash drivers get out, which I don't understand. I love my neighbor, my other neighbor to the right of me, but hey, stop ordering DoorDash when you know these guys can't get down the hill.
Bro, you ain't lying. You know what? I messed up. I did an Amazon, like, but not, I ain't got a hill. Like, Amazon be lying because they acting like they can't get into my neighborhood and they can. They be, I try to get this, like, I'm trying to get this shipment and they BSing. I ain't gonna hold you because they like 2 times they were like they came to the house and I was working from home. I ain't hear nobody knock on the door. I ain't hear nobody say, "Sir, we can't do it." I get an alert on it, like, oh, they tried to like. Something's wrong with the driveway or whatever. I'm like lies upon lies.
Paul, that's the move. The garden shovel's the move. I definitely had the garden shovel, and I'm like, yo. But I'm sitting here thinking like I'm like some MacGyver type stuff. Like, yo, I'm thinking here like, yo, you mean it's 2026 and ain't nobody invent no heated shovel?
Facts.
It's 2026 and ain't nobody. I shouldn't even say that on this podcast.
Yeah, you messing up now.
I'm saying it's the salt doesn't even work because it's too cold.
Yeah, but hey, Glenn, you messing up, dog. You gotta keep that to yourself.
Yeah,
you can't be putting out your money plans out there.
Yeah,
they copycats out here, man. The copycats out here.
It is, man.
Crazy, man. You can't be, man. Come on. That's because when you said it, I was like, oh, that's a good idea. Good idea. All right, man. But we got Commander stuff to talk about tonight. We could be talking about snow ice all day, to be real with you. But let's knock out some logistics. Hey, subscribe to our podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and other podcast platforms. Just search All Burgundy and go ErrryThing. Hit us up on X, IG, and TikTok at ABG_ErrryThing. And also like our All Burgundy and go ErrryThing Facebook page. Don't forget to subscribe to our All Burgundy and go ErrryThing YouTube channel. If you're in the YouTube chat, we accept super chats. Super chats help us support our show. The super chats will be prioritized over all comments in the chat. All right, let's get right down to business. Here's the rundown. We are going to analyze and break down possible offseason moves by the Washington Commanders. All right, Glenn, lead the way, my guy.
Washington Commanders this year, we know the Washington Commanders have a lot of key free agents, right? Some of the offensive key free agents is Marcus Mariota, Austin Ekeler, Deebo Samuels, Zach Ertz, Andrew Wiley, Noah Brown, Jeremy McNichols. Some of the key defensive, right, and special team free agents. You have Bobby Wagner, Jacob Martin, Von Miller, Jonathan Jones, Noah Iganagami, Tress Way, and Jake Moody. So we're going to talk about a little bit tonight. Hey, which Commanders, right, who do they need to keep? Which Commanders need to go? Which Commanders need to stay, right? Let's get into it. Let's start with the offense side, right? Some of the offensive free agents, you have Marcus Mariota, Zach Ertz, Jeremy McNichols, Austin Ekeler, Noah Brown, Dietrich Wise. I forgot to mention him as well.
On defense,
that means being on defense. Sorry, Dietrich Wise was on defense. I forgot to mention him. So offensive wise, which of these free agents do the Washington Commanders need to keep?
They're
free agents. George, I'll start with you, George.
That's a good one.
Marcus Mariota, we'll keep him for one more year as a backup quarterback. Still glad to have him, even though he struggled. We know what he is. We know his familiarity with David Blau, with the head coach, with the quarterback. Andrew Wiley, I can't believe I'm saying keep him, but keep him as a good depth piece. The rest of them can get out of here. Some of them need to retire. Some of them need to go on to their next thing. Austin Ekeler is ready for a media career doing fantasy football and other stuff. Zach Ertz has got a beautiful wife and beautiful kids. He needs to go do that. Noah Brown needs to go be injured somewhere else. And I think that about covers everybody. Jeremy McNichols, better than I thought this year. But I'm looking at signing a running back and maybe drafting another running back on day 3 to kind of fill that spot, an Ekeler spot. So, via con Dios, Jeremy McNichols.
Dang, you cutthroat.
Yeah, cutthroat. You're only offensive side of the ball, man.
I mean, depending on what their game plan is in the draft, I'm keeping Jeremy McNichols because he does all the dirty work and he's just been super productive. So I'm gonna keep Jeremy McNichols. I personally would keep Deebo Samuel. I think that Deebo Samuel, I like him a lot. I thought he had a lot of good things. I just don't feel like we utilize in the best way that he needs to be. He's an impact player to me. They just put his body.
He'll be too expensive though.
Not really. I think he played his margin down. I don't think his market's that high from how he plays. And his market, he didn't get 1,000 yards receiving. He didn't do anything special this season. It's all about where your market is. And unfortunately, with Washington under Cliff, he didn't put up the numbers he did in San Fran. So his market won't be as high. Because not compared to the other guys you'll be looking for, like Deebo will be cheaper than say George Pickens or somebody like that, right? Like so. I would definitely kind of go after. I have no issue keeping Deebo personally. I don't. Everybody else like George's point, I don't really care for. I don't even care about Wiley, to be honest with you. You can go. He could stay, but he can go. I'm all, but and Mariota. The reason why Mariota's a great guy and he's a good player. But that's under Cliff. I don't know if Mariota is going to be the same outside of Cliff. I've never seen, because this is all a shocker for me for Mariota. And the only reason why I can even say that Mariota's been good in Washington or style have been a good backup is because Mariota's with Cliff. Everybody else I've seen Mariota with, I've never seen him play it this way. Like as pass in terms of passing the football, and that could be because Mariota has become a better player, right? That also, to George's point, him as a backup is still valuable. To me, he's arguably one of the best backups in football, to be real with you. Like, so I'm gonna give him this flower. I'm just not sure. Well, I have a belief system. I have a belief that he's gonna follow Cliff anyway. So to be honest with you, so I don't really know if he's gonna stay here, because like wherever Cliff goes, if that's Baltimore, if that's whoever, he may go with Cliff, even as an offensive coordinator, where Cliff's an offensive coordinator somewhere, like Mariota will follow. So, but as a leader, yeah, of course, you would want to keep him though.
Yeah, I'm with you guys. I think Marcus needs. I like Marcus. It wouldn't hurt me if they kept him, but it wouldn't. I wouldn't make me sad if he left. Yeah. Right. So Marcus, like I said, Marcus had 1,600 yards this year, almost 1,700 yards. I do know this, that he had 10 touchdowns and 7 interceptions, and those 7 interceptions were terrible. Right? Yeah, they came. The 7 interceptions came at bad times and made me think about, Marcus became Marcus this year, right? even with Cliff. Let's be honest. Yeah. Last year as the backup, he was better. Yeah. But this year, with more playing time, we saw Marcus become Marcus. So to me, it wouldn't hurt me if he did go. I wouldn't be sad. Zach Ertz, after all these years in the league, coming back off his, I think, his ACL tear.
He tore his ACL tear now. He tore his ACL.
He tore his ACL. I'm not going to be sad if Zach Ertz doesn't come back neither, right? Yeah. Austin Ekeler, same thing. 2 seasons in a row where this team didn't have Austin Ekeler. Last year, the year before that, last season, 2024, it was the concussion, right? This year, it was the leg injury. He's great to have. He only played in 2 games this year, so you played 15 games without Austin Ekeler, so it's fine. Jeremy McNichols, with Austin Ekeler out, he stepped up to me, right? The year before, I'm like, yeah, McNichols, he fumbled the football in the Eagles game, let him ride. But this year, I think you keep Jeremy McNichols. I know, everybody's looking for a bigger, better running back, but if you don't get one, Jeremy stays. This team carried 4 running backs last year anyway. So
it doesn't really.
It doesn't really matter. Noah Brown, bag should have already been packed. Shouldn't even came back this year. Let's be honest, right? But some reason is they like Noah Brown, big receiver. But again, you got Treylon Burke that's in the house right now. And so
Treylon Burke,
you don't need Noah Brown. Noah Brown.
Is he a free agent too? I'm glad not to cut you off. Is he a free agent?
No, he's not a free agent. With Washington to be able to, I think
he signed 2 years. He had a 2-year deal with us.
I think he got a 2-year deal with us.
Oh, okay. That's a great move by AP then.
Yeah, double check. Yeah, I think he's.
He double check that, please, because I'm really, because if he's under contract, that's amazing. I will say.
Let me double check that.
That's clutch. That's clutch.
So from the offensive side of the ball, Andrew Wiley. I would keep Wiley. Okay. And let's tell you what, I'll let Wiley go. Truth be told, let me switch that. I'll let Wiley go. Reason being, I think you can still find another lineman in the draft, and there's one that I would like for him to come back to Washington, and he playing in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks, and that's Morgan Moses. I would like Morgan as a free agent this year.
He could be a backup though. He would come back as a backup.
I think Morgan. If you watch him play with New England, he still got some.
He starts in New England though. He starts in New England. You think he would come in as a backup? No, he would come in as a backup though.
But I would start him though.
You would start him over Connerly. Because he's a right tackle. He's a tackle.
Yeah, I would start him over Connerly, and I will move Connerly. I will move Connerly somewhere else because to a guard. If you have Morgan Moses and you got Larry Tunsil on the other side, and then you can put Wiley as a guard, one of those guard positions, And yeah, Sam Cosby, and remember Cosby and Morgan, I think they did play together for a minute.
Yeah, but then you got Chris Paul, who was great too. I'm just saying that's a lot.
Chris Paul was good. It's a lot. So
I'm just saying. I mean, I'm not. As an individual who's always liked Morgan, I've always liked Morgan. So
yeah, I always like Morgan. So I always like Morgan in high school, even when I coached against the dude. It was a big kid.
Morgan, but go ahead.
Yeah, so I always like Morgan. So that's something that could be put in there. But I think they might do. I think they will sign Andrew Wiley. And then Deebo, right? I'm big on Deebo Samuels. I'm sorry, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Deebo this year, even with Terry McLaurin out, Deebo had a good season. I think even Deebo played. He lived down the injury bug because everybody saw Deebo gonna be hurt. Deebo's out of shape. Yo, even for him putting up 700-800 yards that he had this year with Marcus Mariota, let's be honest, he did it with Marcus Mariota, not Jayden Daniels. True. Right? I want to see him play with Jayden Daniels for a full season. With Jayden, with a Terry, all right, with a healthy Bill or second-year Bill. So I want to see him be able to play with those type of running back, with that offense. Whether it's David Blau, he's going to be calling the plays. But I want to see Deebo. Again, people say on the hit, I think Deebo is a 12. He's due, I think, $12 million due to a void year if he gets a cap hit. So I think they can work a deal out. I think they can definitely work a deal out with Deebo and not have to overpay, right? Yeah. And not have to overpay for him. So that's what I thought on offense side of the wall.
So we got some comments though.
Go hit the comments before we go to defense.
All right, we got we get the ones that for offense. I'm gonna read the ones for offense. DC Slim, I think he said let Marcus and Noah go. I'm guessing. Mm-hmm. Marcus and Noah go. He said Eric says keep McNichols unless we find a running back that's not a twig. I agree with that. Deebo, what we got? Trent U7D said Deebo is depth in the receiving room. Maybe Blau will use him more. That's Eric says keep Deebo. Paul says give me Rashid to replace Deebo. Rashid. I know for the Seattle, right? Who plays Seattle now?
Yeah.
I mean, he
had some issues catching the ball.
That's what I'm saying. He's not a receiver. He's like a specialty player. So I don't know how to. Yeah, I mean, he's not.
I won't lie. I like the kid, but yeah,
he's not better than. I mean, if you're talking about body of work, he's not better than Deebo, but he's faster. No. But he has speed though. Like I think Paul likes speed. He just has speed, but he's not better than Deebo. I like Calvin Ridley's available to replace Brown.
I like Calvin Ridley,
and his stock has gone down too. And Calvin Ridley is when healthy is one of the best receivers in football. I like that one. I do like that one. We won't BC Slim said we won't need McNichols, Trent U7D, I guess Trinity or something. Yeah, Trent U7D said keep C-Rod. Is C-Rod a free agent?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
He is a free agent. I would like to keep him.
I think he's a restricted free agent. He's a restricted free agent, though. So Washington gets the opportunity to make a bid on him to try to keep him.
By the way, DC Slim was saying that we're going to get Love. That's why he's saying we don't need McNichols.
And Treylon Burke.
I know that's the track you're on up there.
Oh yeah, he know me. We on that speed. Hey, DC Slim, we on the same speed. I'm not mad at you. Go ahead, Glenn.
Real quick, Treylon Burke's trying a 1-year deal with the Washington Commanders, so he actually is an unrestricted free agent.
I thought so. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he is. So I missed.
Then we gotta keep him. I think
we gotta keep Treylon Burke. 100%.
We gotta keep Treylon Burke. Again, son, and move on from Vito. Nah, I wouldn't do that. I don't think he's that dynamic of a player in terms of yardage. I mean, in terms of like he's like a hit or miss type of player. I would have Deebo. I mean, look, man, y'all seen Deebo in San Fran when healthy. We're talking about a 1,200, 1,300 yard receiver who just impacts the game in so many different ways.
Yeah. Paul got me too. C-Rod is restricted, so yeah.
Calvin Ridley. I like Calvin. All right, so we did a bunch of them. We did a bunch of them, but we want to go to what you want to do now.
Yeah, let's go to defense, right? Some of the key defensive guys, right? Some of the key defensive guys who are definitely who are free agents this year. You have Bobby Wagner, of course, right? I know people answers on that one. Some people answers on that one. You got Jacob Martin, you got Tressway, you got Jonathan Jones, Noah Iganagami, and also you got Dietrich Wise, right? Who are free agents this year, some of the key free agents this year. So Wooly, we started with you, man. We started with George last time. So,
I see Slim here. I see Slim in the chat about this already. Who I let go? Yeah, I know we got folks who could be on this show who likes this individual a lot. But yeah, Bobby gotta go. I'm sorry.
And I think Marshawn Lattimore, if you want to count him, but I think
he don't count. He already gone. He blew his.
He's already gone anyway. So
that's his way. That's like Zach Ertz. They ain't coming back. That's the name of the game. Sorry to disappoint. You're talking about and Slim, stop putting the other individual in because he's not a free agent. But yeah, Wagner gone. Is Von Miller? He's a free agent, right?
Von Miller's a free agent. Luvu's not. Luvu has another year left.
Oh no, that's what I'm talking about. We're not mentioning Luvu. He's gonna be on the team. As much as I don't really, he's not gonna be on the team. He's gonna be on the team, so I'm not really worried about Luvu. Shoot. Like Von Miller is interesting. I guess depending on how they want to utilize Von Miller, in terms of if he's going to be just a rotational dude, then that'd be great to keep. But if he's not, then if he plays as much as he did last year, then he can be gone. Noah gone. Honestly, other than like they all can go. If you're a free agent on defense, you can all go. I don't think anybody that needs to stay, to be honest. Not to be mean, but like I don't think any free agent they all can go. They didn't show enough to stay. So, look, they had one of the worst defenses in the NFL. So if you're a free agent on this team, I don't see the obsession to re-sign somebody. They all can go. Everybody. So on your list, everybody. There you go. Let me make that easy. I don't know why I complicated it. I was thinking like, who do I want to keep? I'm like, no, everybody can go on that's free agents.
Yeah, I agree. Before I go,
Dorrance ain't a free agent. Dorrance ain't a free agent, is he?
No, I don't think
Dorrance
so.
Armstrong ain't a free agent. If I hope, well, let me try. Yeah, look that up for me because Trent is saying Dorrance can stay. Dorrance should be a free agent. Should still be in the contract.
Go ahead, George. While I looked that up, man.
Yeah.
If you're not going to re-sign Dietrich Wise, which I'm fine with, then I think you can make a case for keeping Von Miller. As long as you understand that you need to put him back in the role you originally envisioned, which is a pass rush, third down specialist. We do not need Von Miller playing however many it felt like he played a lot of damn snaps this year, especially in the back end of the season.
He sure did.
So everybody else can get out of here. And I'm going to make a special mention of Bobby Wagner just to say this. Who knows if he's even interested in playing again. He's got his MBA, and I think he's ready for that next career as a mogul. But I'll tell you this. If they bring Bobby Wagner back just so that he can go for number 2 tackler all time or whatever, that is going to say a lot about this organization and none of it good.
Agreed.
Yeah, Dorrance Armstrong has 1 year left. He signed a 3-year deal in March of 2024. So it's not up. It's not up yet.
And I know it ain't going to happen, but Duran can go too. I know it ain't going to happen, but he can go too.
Duran too much of a hit against the salary cap for them to just.
But we just to play the exercise. Let's exercise the game, though, George.
The
game.
I'm sorry.
The game. Like this is man. Come on, there's people I want to go to. But I ain't going. I'm playing the game with Glenn. Come on.
I'm also trying to get that salary cap space number up.
They ain't gonna help it. They ain't gonna help it. That number ain't gonna help it.
That's true. I didn't realize. I thought we were getting out from under something this year with Payne, but I guess not.
No, we're not, because from what I read from his contract, where they said that he has the option, he has the upper hand in this. That if he wants to play, stay in Washington.
And the rumors are saying that their line is so inept that they can't afford to let him go.
Yeah,
that could be. I hate to say it, I can see that, but
So, but again, they're going to be under a trade. A trade can definitely happen. Can always happen. Somebody said a trade that can definitely always happen. But go ahead, Glenn.
No, you good, man. My thing is, I think, like you guys said, all of them go. But I did like Jacob Martin. I thought Jacob Martin did come on late in the year last year. I think. Martin played well. He had career high in tackles last year. He had career high in sacks. So I thought Martin was a good spell. Bobby, I mean, he led the team in tackles. I know we had this conversation the other night. He led the team. He led the tackle. Well, he is like 35 years old. Like so, and so he did become a liability on third downs when passing downs.
Yep.
If you do keep Bobby Wagner, right? He cannot. And I'm taking him from DC Slim. He cannot play 100% of the snaps like he did last year. I'm sorry. I like him. He was good for the team, but he cannot play 100% of the snaps. I think he played like something like a crazy number, like 99.95 or 99 points. Oh, I'm gonna say 100% of the snaps. Bobby Wagner, even when he didn't practice, we kept saying it for the last several weeks. He didn't practice this week. But then he played every snap on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? That can't be the case.
You gotta take that toy away. I go back to what Wole said last night on the Urban Sports Scene. If Bobby Wagner's in that locker room, he is going to play more than he should, because Dan Quinn is not going to have it any other way. Even though we've got this new defensive coordinator, you cannot trust Dan Quinn to do the right thing on that situation. So, if he's coming back, I'm really not going to be a very happy person over here about it.
Then he needs to leave. You know what I'm saying? Then he needs to leave. If that's the case, again, nothing bad against him. Just you had a great career. There's nothing. What else can he play for? Right? Let's be honest. Can we? And I know that we talked about Bobby Wagner.
Is what else he's playing for. That's it.
Right. But we play for Bobby Wagner. And no, we put on the thumbnail. Should he stay or go? I think he should go. This team next year, and I'm as of right now, this team is not going to be a Super Bowl contending team next year. You know, unless they. So what is Bobby playing for? Right? Because you're not playing for a chip. Can I just be honest? And I might be wrong. I mean, it's only well, I can say February now, and I'm talking this, but this team is not based off what as we talk about this and what we look at. This team is not a Super Bowl contending team next year.
Yeah, I agree. That's easy. I don't think they're at all. That's like it's part of a rebuild.
Right, rebuild, recalibration. So what is
they can use any time they want to use. This is a rebuild for real.
Right, right. So if you Bobby Wagner, what you playing for, right?
Yeah,
dude. You know what you're playing for. So again, that's not there. Everybody else on defense, I love to see Dietrich Wise play full season, but again, he was hurt. Don't know how he's going to come back. Yeah. I think they should sign him again based off the production that he had while he was playing. Mm-hmm. But again, it's all about the dollars and cents at this point. George talked about it. Well, special teams wise, we hit that. Jake Moody should come back.
Hell yeah, let's go, buddy. I was going to say it. I was going to say
competition. He does need competition in the summer, but yes.
Bring back
Jake Moody.
He's the best kicker we'd have had.
Bring back Jake Moody.
You know, let that dude stay. Let that dude ride. And of course, the no brainer.
And he's young. And he's young too.
And he's young. And the no brainers. If they don't sign they don't sign Tressway, I'm boycotting.
That man franchise. That man franchise. I don't even count that. He franchised.
Put that man in the ring. Put that man in the ring.
Right now. Real talk. Put him in the ring. We got comments about defense.
Let's go ahead.
We got some defense. Eric says Bobby's still a locker room leader.
That doesn't say much.
Said DJ Payne might be gone. I'm gonna say the reports are Payne gonna be gone. That's the reports, but it is what it is. What we got here? What we got here from the fellas out here? We got another one from. I got the Eric. What else we got? We got Dorrance can stay. We got a few others. Here we go. Oh yeah. George said keep Payne and build around him. He only missed one game in 5 years. That's availability is important, definitely. Trent U7D said maybe Bobby had to play more because the DC wasn't all the way together. So he's trying to putting that on Joe Witt. We got who we got here. Mark Anderson said, I'm looking forward to seeing Durante Jones have a totally different defense for a change. Make it more fun to watch. Get rid of everyone we need. We need everyone. Get rid of everyone. We need young talent, not veterans that are totally worn out. So basically saying get rid of all the old players. I agree with. I kind of agree with that. What else we got here on defense? Defense. We got some from we got Paul for about special teams. Tressway, Moody and Tressway stay.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Trend U70 said kicker literally signed someone who could not kick 50-yarders. Yeah, I mean, I like everybody. Yeah, kicking situation was atrocious. So maybe he believes it. Like he was like George, bring somebody else for competition. Yeah, I'm with that. I'm with all of that, man. Just bring in. I mean, I want to talk about my man Jake Moody. I'm biased though, right? So I'm not really fair in this. I'm not really good in this situation. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm totally biased. Jake Moody came in there. He missed a few kicks that he should have made, but he made a lot of the clutch ones though. Jake made a lot of clutch kicks for the Commanders. You know what I mean? So I think he showed that, and we didn't have that. We didn't have that overseas. The guy who was over there and Mr. Matt Gay was missing kicks, but when you had Jake, because Jake is on your side, Jake Moody. You can rely on Jay. You can rely on.
What is he?
And
does he work for Channel 8?
Exactly. And the mood is always right with Jake. That's all I'm saying. And like Glenn said about Tressway, I don't even like having those discussions about Tressway. I just feel like I don't need him being on this list is not even cool to me. Like I feel like I feel it's a guarantee he gets signed or re-signed in my opinion, but I kind of feel like this should already he should have been taken care of already, like in the midst of the season. That's how valuable he is. We can't think of him as just a punter. Like we talk about folks who are important to the franchise, and like just by being around, he's quality. He's one of the best punters in football, and he's good for that locker room. He's good for that special teams unit. There's something that he brings in terms of morale that everybody fools with Tressway. You could just tell when you watch the interviews and whatnot, everyone loves Tressway.
Everybody loves him, man.
It'd be nice one day if the people that vote on the All-Pro team would like pay attention and get him on there, because it is such nonsense that he's been here how long? 12, 13 years and punted a lot on some bad teams. And I don't think he's touched an All-Pro team once. I think he's been a Pro Bowl a few times.
I'll put it this way. Go ahead, George. I'm sorry.
I mean, just look at the number of times he puts punts down inside the 20. He is almost always in the top 2 or 3 of that. Plus, he's usually up there in net, that's the other thing. Gross punting is one thing. Net punting is what matters, because it means you're not only kicking the ball far, you're making it hard to return. If you aren't good, because it doesn't do any good to kick at 55 yards if the guy returns at 25. If you outkick your coverage, you don't hardly ever see that with Tressway. Out kicking the coverage. I mean, it's just kills me that he's gotten no recognition from the NFL in however many years he's been our punter.
I want to read this from Coach Lombard on Twitter. He messaged me, so appreciate you, Coach. As always, said I might extend Deebo if he can block. I extend Trent Scott as a jumbo swing tackle. I don't think that's happening. McNichols is a good cheap third down back, running back number 3, which I agree is super cheap.
Yeah.
Bobby and Vaughn are good blitzers who could benefit from a Flores defense. I agree with that. I agree with Vaughn. I don't need Bobby. I'd extend Jacob Martin, would do that. I agree, and Eddie Goldman, agree with that. Especially if DJ goes 3-4. If he goes 3-4, if he goes a 3-4 defense. I love that.
Now I agree with Coach on that. If they go 3-4 defense, and he's going to blitz a lot, that's Bobby's thing, right?
He does, but he is a good blitzer.
Bobby's a good blitzer. He's a good tackler. If they change that formation, if they change that 3-4, like we talked about the other night. Oh, because you get another
linebacker. That's fair. Yeah, another Mike. Yeah,
get another Mike to come in, right? So you get 3-4. So he is that blitzer. You can still play your 4 linebackers that you want to play. You got your 3 defensive line. But again, as my point was the other night, if you play the 3 through 5, or he plays 3-4. Who is that nose guard going to be? Is that Deron Payne? Is that Johnny Newton? Or is that is that Kinlaw? You know what I'm saying? A big guy take up space. So that's the interesting thing to see with Deontay Jones coming in. If you keep Bobby Wagner, how do you use him?
Yeah, we got.
I know DC, but again, I'm not thinking as a fan, because I know people don't like him, but I'm thinking of as a defensive guy.
Yeah, as a defensive minded
and defensive minded coordinator who is. We can't forget, man. I know people say he's old, but he still tackles 162 tackles, and he does well. And I'm not trying to save him, but at the same time, you got a new defensive coordinator coming in, and if that man fits into his scheme, then this is the, let me put it this way. This is the opportunity if you wanted Bobby to get out of the house by changing over the defensive coordinator, rolling everybody in, is an opportunity for you to get him out.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, we had a comment, a good question from Joe Kelly. I like this question, so I want to highlight it. Joe, his question was, could you guys list an off-season move that would make these fan base crash out that you would kind of like? All right, what off-season move? I guess get the fans crazy or excited. Off-season move. I know a move. I do know, and the fans would crash out. It would go left on certain people. I already know this move. If they draft Jeremiah Love, I think some folks would not like it, but I would love it. Like I would just love it. Like I would love. Some fans would be like, "We need a defensive end," and I would be like, "Yeah," but they would crash out. But I would love it. That would be it.
I tell you, off the move that makes fans crash out if you don't re-sign Larry Tunsil and you let him walk.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Oh,
yeah. Would you like it though? He said, "Would you liked it? That you would kind of like."
That I was kind of like.
Not. I like that question. That's a good question.
But one I was kind of like if offensive move.
Just off-season move. It could be offense or defense.
Off-season move.
Yeah.
That
you would like that most fans wouldn't.
Yeah.
If they bring in a guy like Harold Landry. I would think because he was with New England, I think he could come in. He could be a cheap pass rusher.
Okay.
A good pass rusher. I think I would like it, but I think a lot of fans would be like, "Huh, who?" You know what I'm saying? But if you watch New England football, which I've watched a little bit this year because of Travion Henderson, Harold Landry is a good guy. So I would think that one.
Yeah. See, some of y'all would live with Love. I know, but I would. Yeah. Some of y'all wouldn't though. What about you, George?
I'm trying to think of one that would make the fans crash out that I would really like.
And
I'm just golly, because I mean I'm looking, but I don't think any tight end that we would pick up would make the fans crash out. Like I'll give you one: trading a draft pick for Michael Mayer might make some fans crash out because we're trading a draft pick. He's the other Raiders tight end. But I like Michael Mayer. I loved him coming out.
Oh, the Notre Dame. The kid went Notre Dame, right?
Yeah. Kid that went to Notre Dame.
Yeah,
I think that people would be mad for trading a draft pick, which I understand.
Yeah.
But I think Michael Mayer would be better than anything we've got right now.
That's a good one.
And that would be one way to solve the tight end issue because I'm not sure this draft is very good for tight ends. We kind of missed the boat on that last year, it looks like.
DC, so I'm going to read some of this chat. DC, if they trade 17, we know you don't like 17, so yeah, they would crash out. This is a good one. This is actually a really good one. Folks would definitely crash out. Depending on what they got for him, depending on what they got for him, it's all about the value of what you get for him. If you get like a top second, I personally would be mad because I know the game. I'm not mad at that. Like I know what it's. I rate second rounders could be superstars and highly talented players. Terry McLaurin was a third round pick, so there you go. So it lets you know right there that a second round pick can be better than the guy that you traded away.
I like this one. Okay.
If
they trade more their first round pick for Max Crosby.
They trade their. Oh yeah, folks would be crashing out. They trade their first round pick.
Right into the.
That's a good one.
That's a good one, George. That's a good one.
I would have a problem.
But I would love to take Max Crosby though. Good gracious.
But it's a good crash. It's a good one. It's a good problem.
We would need a live Candy Waller reaction if that happened.
You talking about a pass rusher? He's a pass rusher, dog. He's a dude that he's on Miles. He's elite. He's on Myles Garrett type level. When he's healthy, Max Crosby.
He's below, but he's good. He's one of the. Yeah. He's maybe arguably the second best pass rusher. I agree in today's football.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna put like Myles Garrett is a whole different dude, but like Myles Garrett gets he had multiple 5-sack games this year. Nobody's on that level. Like nobody's on that type of level. Yeah. No one's on that type of time. Like that's I know what you're saying. You're right. I know what you're saying, but Myles Garrett on some. Yeah, that's some stuff. That this season was something that I've never seen dealing with a team like that. I've never seen anything like that.
It's Trinity's question: should we get Hendrickson? Costs too much, man. He's not $31 million. That's what he's looking for. He's looking for
31.
He looking for $30 million a year.
George won him. George won him. I thought you wanted him, George.
No, I mean I like him, but I don't want to trade a first round pick away.
Yeah,
nothing. No, we're not doing that. We've got to build this damn roster through the draft mostly. We cannot be trading first round picks for anyone.
MC, who MCs? MC available
or multiple?
He's
saying Max Crosby.
It's Max Crosby available. He is a free agent, so
he's a free agent. He's not a free agent.
No, he's not a free agent. He's trade bait. He's trade bait.
He is available for the right price. I believe that
anyway. He's starting to be disgruntled. That's what I heard. He's starting to be disgruntled.
That means he's available for the right price. It's just that right price is pretty damn high.
Look. Myles Garrett was supposed to be available. He really wasn't.
So, Myles Garrett was playing games too.
No, but he was supposed to be available. No, is he an idiot? He got money.
Paul said,
but before he got the money, he was available. Now nobody can afford to trade for that contract.
DC,
he's smart. He's gotten paid. That's what I'm saying. He's smart. Myles Garrett is smart.
DC, you're right. He does stay injured a lot, man. He does.
No, he play hard. That's why. Max Crosby play hard. That's why. I'm not worried about injury because he played hard. One thing about that, you can never say that Max Crosby takes a playoff. That's what I like about him. He don't never take a playoff. You will never. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, Glenn.
No, he said no. I'm just saying. Paul said his price went down.
Who?
Max Crosby's price went down.
No, his price ain't go down. Everybody know how good Max Crosby is. His price ain't never going down. If you watched the game, if you watched any game of Max Crosby last year, you know his price ain't go down. That man is expensive. That is elite. That's consistent elite. That man, did you not watch the game against Washington? Do you not? You just put on any Raiders game you watch. That man is always getting pressure on the quarterback. What we got here? Oh, yeah, like Dandon. What's going on? Dandon said, I would take a chance on Jalen Phillips, sign him to a 3-year contract. But ain't nobody gonna crash out about that, Dandon. We would just take that deal.
If he hits the market, I wonder if he might get re-signed. But if he hits the market, I'm certainly interested in that.
He's in Philly, right? He got traded to Philly. He got traded to Philly. Now he's in Philly now, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but he is a free agent.
Yeah,
they might, but I think they might not let him hit the market.
Glenn, take us to the next one.
So Washington has between $63 million and $90 million right in the cap list. All right, and so we're in the right realm where we at right now. How are you spending that money, George? George, how are you spending that 60? That's between the 63 and 90 million. Again, how are you spending that money? We know that the Washington Commanders, Adam Peters, Dan Quinn, whoever you want to say, signed a lot of guys to 1-year deals. So this team, this roster is going to be turned over, right? I believe there's only like maybe 30 guys, between 20 and 30 guys to actually still have a contract. Everybody else has to go, right? Everybody else is gone. So if you're Adam Peters, you're Dan Quinn, where do you spend your money at this year, and who do you bring in?
My answer is informed by the fact that the way people have been talking about the draft classes, especially as we're going through the draft process now, with the Shrine Bowl just happened, they're doing the Senior Bowl now. More and more, it sounds like this draft is very heavy defense. That there is depth at several different defensive positions, especially defensive positions that we need. If that is the case, then you've got to spend a lot of this money on offense because there's one really great running back in the draft, and then it falls off a lot. There's one, maybe two, maybe three really great wide receivers in this draft, and then it falls off a lot. Tight end, it seems kind of thin in this draft. So to me, most of this money I'm spending on a running back. I'm spending on at least one wide receiver, maybe two. I'm spending on a tight end. Yes, we need to get some players in free agency, some defensive players. There's no question about it. We don't have enough depth on that side of the ball either. But there's a lot of good defensive players in this draft, and depending on what we do at 7, whether we stay or move back, we're going to have the ability to get a bunch of them, hopefully get a bunch of them in here, and they can impact right away. And I think that's what we got to do. So because of how this draft is stacked, I am very much in favor of using a lot of this cap money on offense.
Hey, this is not wrestling. Non-football. Hey, Glenn, you see Big E's tweet?
Nah, I haven't seen it. I'm going to check it out.
You go ahead. I'm gonna send it to you.
Okay.
Let me send it to you. Hold on, let me make sure I send this. But yeah, so The money's the money. So they better spend money on like solid, good players. I don't want no 1 year. I don't want no rentals. I don't want no 1 year players. I don't want no 35. No knock on like. And I'm not saying this because I'm old, so I'm not. I'm like compared to a 35-year-old, I'm old. So I'm not calling anybody old. I don't want to use that term anymore. But like, I don't want any players around 35, whatever. I want. And if you're going to be at that age, you got to still be playing at an elite level, and that's rare, right? There's no like rare in certain positions. So, and that player must be a backup, shouldn't be relied as a starter or a big time rotational player. So I'm like, I just want to make sure you sign players like so. If Phillips, like we just talked about, that would be a good signing. But also wide receiver. I like when people talk about Calvin Ridley as a wide receiver because at least that's an elite receiver that played at the highest level at the time. I'm not mad at that because that's so much you can do with that. You can kick in, like if you don't want to keep Deebo, you can put Ridley, Terry, and then keep Burks and kind of move things around. If you want to keep Deebo, that's 4 talented receivers that you can really work with, and you would feel confident for Jayden Daniels to give him like thorough weapons. That's 4 thorough weapons that you can utilize. You can do that. I think that would work. I mean, low key, I know people might want to hear it in terms of for the cheap because we do need a deep threat. If you can't get a Calvin Ridley, but if it's somebody for cheap, but he's still young, you can always bring back De'Ami Brown. Just because he had success with Jayden Daniels, he had chemistry with Jayden Daniels. David Blau is now the new OC, so he's familiar with him. So you want to bring a familiar face. I don't know if Zacchaeus is out there. If he's available, you can bring guys like that. But yeah, if you want to hit the home run, I mean, I'm not mad at it. I like what Slim is thinking. Like Calvin Ridley wouldn't bother me. The only thing about Calvin Ridley is he gets hurt all the time. Like you were talking about Max Crosby, and I love Calvin Ridley, but he gets hurt all the time. Like he always has hamstring, groin injuries all the time. But that's why it would be important and beneficial if you can bring in like a Treylon Burks, make sure you can keep him in the building, or if you want to keep Deebo. If you get a guy like Calvin Ridley, you're gonna have to have two receivers on the back end because it's almost a guarantee that he will get hurt. And I keep forgetting about the kid. Like, yeah, what about the kid from VTech? Yeah, Eric. Good one. Yeah, in terms of what's my guy's name? My guy,
Jayden Lane.
Jayden Lane. Thank you, Jayden Lane. Like Jayden Lane, his progression is important too. But I can't rely on Jay. It's gonna be hard for me to rely on Jayden Lane as a guy that like we can rely on to actually play the wide receiver position at a high level, right? Mm-hmm. Because he struggled at playing receiver, but he was already. But hopefully in the offseason he gets better. But he has the speed definitely to be dynamic. Yeah, Paul putting out Owe for the Chargers. He played for the Ravens. I like Owe a lot. Adafe Owe, Nigerian. Yeah. He's Nigerian, so I'm always gonna ride for my Nigerian homies. If we had him, I don't know if he would fit our offense, our defense. I feel like he would probably go like because he played better with Jesse Minter when he went to the Chargers. So I guess I don't know how similar, and they don't. I mean, he would be better with our defense. We would blitz a lot if it's under the Brian Flores thought process. We would blitz a lot, so he would get open. So yeah, I'm not mad with Owe. Owe would be a good one. But yeah, players like that for the defense. I mean, offense, defense. Shoot. I'm not in I'm all for what you're gonna do with safety. Like I feel like defense, if you're not gonna draft a safety, I think they need to sign a safety in free agency. And I like Quan Martin, and maybe Quan is a good fit with Jones, but I think you got to get a guarantee baller at safety one way or the other. Like can't have the situation that we had. We got to have guys like that. I mean, and linebackers, we got to, because if Frankie's going to be the linebacker, I'm confident. I'm not, regardless of how I feel about Frankie or whatever, he's going to be a starting linebacker on this team. They're going to use him differently. I do believe that they're going to blitz him more. If this is a Flores defense, he's going to be blitzed a lot, which will be this is beneficial for Frankie. So I do think we have to look at the other linebacker positions. If you're going to give Jordan McGee that opportunity, that's one. But I do think they'll probably try to bring in some depth and some real they need to bring some real ballers in the linebacker position. I don't care free agency or the draft. So that's how I look at it.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about free agency, right? And we had the question earlier, what would be a wow moment that fans would like, but they would question. And I had to look something up. I wasn't 100% sure about this person, but they are. And George mentioned, I think, George, or you mentioned tight end. Would Travis Kelce be a wild moment coming to Washington?
Oh, I would be blown. I would not like it, but yeah,
Travis Kelce is declining. Travis Kelce, first and foremost,
is declining.
He needs to retire.
Yeah,
he needs to retire.
Oh yeah, and St. Paul's like sign Likely. That's a good one. Yeah,
if Likely could stay healthy, y'all worried about players that get hurt a lot.
Likely does get hurt a lot too. He do get hurt a lot.
He does. He does.
Kyle Pitts hits the market. Kyle Pitts needs to be the guy.
Well, I'll tell you who's another guy on the market that I would take. They may sign him, but he get injuries too. Mike Evans, right? Mike Evans is a free agent this year for Tampa Bay. He get injured a lot too.
He get groin injuries a lot.
He get groin injuries, right? He get groin injuries. So again, somebody like that who is a journeyman,
But I would get, but it is still Mike Evans. I would get him in the side.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Mike Evans would be another guy. Offensively that if I'm Adam Peters that I kind of go after. I got a little bit of money there.
I like Njoku.
Guy, if this was a couple of years ago, I would have went after him. But Khalil Mack, but he's same thing. He's doing the same thing with Bobby Wagner.
Oh no, he better than Bob. He just be hurt. Khalil
be hurt.
He still played at a high level. He just messed his arm up. Khalil still played at a high level though.
But like, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I mean, Khalil still plays at a high level. That's what I'm saying. Like different from Bobby. Like you can Khalil. Like when you can still rush the passer, you can rush the passer. It's not like you're asking Khalil to be in coverage where he can still use his like Von wasn't horrible either. You just asked Von to do too much. And where he's at now, especially Von has had damage to the legs already, his legs, so he's not as flexible and as dominant as he used to be. Like Von has had like a gradual regression in his career, as he's gotten older. But Khalil can still ball though. Khalil can still ball.
And the two more guys. Well, one on the offensive guy
side. Khalil's a free agent though. Khalil's a free agent.
He's a free agent.
Yeah, I get Khalil. I ain't gonna lie to you. I would get Khalil.
Yeah, Khalil's a free agent. Another one that I would get on the offense side of the ball. Since we talking about tight ends, and then I think David Njoku.
Yeah, we just put this. You put this. Somebody put this up. Trend. U70.
That's a good one too.
You like Njoku?
That's a good one too.
I like Njoku as a tight end. Yes, I think.
I know DC Mac's still a beast. I know he's still a beast.
Yeah. And then defensive wise, Waller. We talked about this guy a couple of years ago, right? Yeah. Hassan Reddick, man. Hassan Reddick is a free agent.
I like Hassan Reddick, man.
Hassan Reddick. We talk about an edge, right? We talk about an edge rusher.
I think he would be good with a Brian Flores type defense. I think he'd be really good he's fast. He's twitchy. He's like, if you're blitzing a lot, it makes he's not like the prototypical, can always beat a man by himself. But if you blitz off of him, he can make some damage. He can get clean. I like that one a lot, actually. I like that one a lot.
Then the other one that's my wild card, and I know you guys, I think we brought it up, and you guys said he might be too old or out. Is it past Joey Bosa's time?
He played good this year in Buffalo.
So he played good in Buffalo, but he's also a free agent too, 30 years old. So could Joey Bosa be another pass rusher that could
price on him? That's a price point. I think that comes down to the price point, doesn't it?
I think
he's still cheap though. He's not.
I think his market value is like between 12 to 15.
What's his if you want a good Bobby was like 10.
Yeah, so Joey's like 9 years in the league, so he's got to be between 12 to 15.
What was his stats last year? I know he had like a good. He had some big plays. Let me look at it. I'm gonna look at stats. Go ahead. I'm looking at stats.
Yeah, you look at stats. So I'm not sure what stats last year, but he's a free agent. So again, Joey Bosa could be a person.
But I don't like Bosa. I don't like Bosa brothers though. So that's a personal thing.
Yeah, it's a personal thing. I mean, I trust me. I get it, right? But you talk about bringing them into a locker room where they can.
He only had 5 sacks this year. I think I just saw 5 sacks.
So that's somebody that you can do there.
You know what? He'd be a rotational dude. In 5 sacks, he'd be a rotational dude.
So that's the guys that I'm looking at now for Washington. But I think you did say something. I think De'Ami Brown, which I think he only signed a 1-year deal with Jacksonville.
Yeah, 1-year deal. He's a free agent.
Oh,
and then he got ain't bad.
He definitely wants out of there because it did not go well for him there.
Well, they benched him as soon as
they got Jacoby Myers.
Yeah, they benched him so they got Jacoby Myers.
So his other question, this guy, I don't know if he can live outside of New Orleans though, right?
Yeah, 5 sacks and 5 forced fumbles.
George, your thoughts on Taysom Hill?
No,
as just a tight end, just as a tight end.
If he's only going to be a tight end, I can kind of tolerate it. But I'm the wrong person to ask about Taysom Hill because I referred to him as a make-a-wish quarterback, and I ripped the stupid Saints. And I think Sean Payton is the biggest moron of all time for letting their last best chance to win a Super Bowl goal by playing that fool.
I'm gonna say this about Taysom: he's not really even a tight end. Like he's just more of a gadget player. He's listed as a tight end, but he does his damage as a football player with the like the wildcat plays. He's not really that type of player. Right. So I definitely wouldn't bring. He doesn't fit Washington.
The Saints playing him at quarterback instead of Jameis Winston. Was like the biggest load of bull crap that I've seen the last 10 years.
He's better off going to Denver. Like that's his thing. He should just go to Denver.
No, and my last one, we talked about safety players that Washington should never get a safety from free agency. There's only one safety that you should get, and his last name is Caleb. His last name is Downs. I'm sorry. If I watch it at 7, that's my pick. If you want to get this thing defense a little bit younger, you want to bring excitement to me and as safety. To me, I'm going to Caleb Downs is the guy that I'm gonna get. If I'm spending money, I'm gonna spend money on Caleb because he'll be around for a while. He'll learn. He'll be aggressive. Think about it. Caleb Downs, Trey Amos.
Are we going drafting now? Are we doing? We're going to the draft.
No. I'm talking. We're just talking about spending money. So we're just talking about spending money. So I'll spend money on a rookie. I'll spend money on my rookie on defense. To me, if I'm Washington, I'm focusing on defense because offense last year, right? You spent money on offense last year.
Yeah.
And you didn't spend any money. Let's be honest. They didn't spend any money on defense last year. Like that.
No, not at all.
They kept everything pieced together, which was stupid to me, right? Which I can say stupid. Let me not use the word stupid, right? which I did not understand because the defense was your Achilles heel, right? The defense was terrible. So why wouldn't you try to go spend money to solidify your defense? And somebody say you brought in Kinlaw, and trust me, none of us were sold on Kinlaw until we saw him play, right? We wasn't. We were talking about John Newton. You didn't even try to keep Jonathan Allen. I think you would have kept Jonathan Allen. It might have even been a little bit better, in my opinion. Defense wise,
I think it don't. It put it like this, it wouldn't be any difference. I mean, it wouldn't be any worse, like anything, or because that was the whole thing. Because everybody tried to tell me like we got Kinlaw, our defense is going to be better. I'm like, all right, that sounds good.
It sounds good.
It sounds good.
Scott G20 says our offense needs an injection of speed. That's why you keep Deebo Samuels if you want speed. You talk about speed, you keep Deebo at receiver, which will give you speed. Y'all see Terry McLaurin run this year when he wasn't healthy. He has speed.
He's fast. Well, I mean, right? Like Deebo and speed when he I don't know speed, but Deebo is he's a game breaker. Like I don't know how to say speed, but it's different. It's football speed because I wouldn't say Deebo is like fast. But I would say Deebo is like football fast. That makes any sense.
And Bill is fast. So
Bill is fast, definitely is fast. But I think they do need speed. They need more speed. They need they were missing. They got speed with even Jalen Lane is fast. They were definitely missing a deep threat though. They ain't missing somebody who had the day in Cliff's offense. They were missing somebody who had the De'Ami Brown role.
To blow the top off.
Yeah. I can see it. Oh, I like that. Actually, that's a perfect fit though. Like he said, this Deebo could go to Baltimore. I can see that. That's a perfect fit.
Shoot.
That's a Baltimore player.
But speaking of going to Baltimore, you see Lamar Jackson called for Cliff Kingsbury.
Oh, you didn't get that new update.
Oh, he didn't. Oh, it wasn't.
No, you did. No. There's a new update that says the Giants are super interested in. I just saw this. I don't know if it's true or not. Interested in Captain Cliff, like heavily interested in
Harbaugh.
Captain Cliff. Yeah, the Giants are heavily interested in because what's name left because Monken went to Monken was supposed to go to New York. Now he went to the Browns.
It was the Browns.
Monken was supposed to go to New York though. He was supposed to be under Harbaugh in New York, but he got a better job. And now he's that opening. That job is open. Monken's boy is Cliff Kingsbury.
Oh,
so he could go to Harbaugh.
Stay in the division.
Yep, he could. That's definitely a possibility.
This is not a Cliff show, but it's kind of telling that nobody wants him to be a head coach.
No, ain't telling. Like that's definitely a fact. Nobody wants to be.
It's called seeing reality. As a head coach, he stinks.
Everybody knew, I don't know who we want to hire him after this season as a head coach. Like I said, his stock was higher last year.
It was. He should have jumped on it last year. But again, I get it. He pulled the Ben Johnson. We're so close.
Yeah.
That I want to try to get him.
Well, I don't even think that was. I don't think there wasn't a job that he really fell in love with last year. Like no, he didn't want the Saints job. I know he didn't want the Saints job.
He didn't want the Jets job.
He didn't want the Jets job. He didn't want those. Those jobs are not they are not good for. He wanted the situation where he could have had the quarterback he wanted. The Saints where they were drafted at were not going to get the quarterback that he wanted. He likes a particular type of quarterback. Right. Everybody, it's now hard to know what kind of quarterback Cliff likes. Cliff likes a particular kind of quarterback. If you don't run, he don't want you. Like if you ain't running like a 4.4, he don't want you. Like that Jackson Dart is what Cliff likes. Like that's why when you to the Giants, that's what Cliff likes. Them other Lamar, yeah, definitely. Cliff's gonna like that situation. He's not gonna like a freaking like if you're going to a situation with the quarterback who ain't mobile, like Cleveland, no, not a thing. Like you know what I mean? Like there's certain folks that you just know. So right, definitely. But go ahead, Glenn. I'm sorry, my bad.
No, you good, man. You good. Anybody else that you think we should go after and with money wise?
I'm trying to look at some of these folks with money. Paul keeps mentioning Shaheed. You must love Shaheed, dog. He said, Quay Walker. I think that's a linebacker out of in Green Bay. He's pretty good, actually. He runs. He's everywhere on the field. He's pretty good. He was pretty good. That Green Bay defense is pretty good. He was pretty good. Dart. Yeah, he gonna have a bunch of concussions over Cliff. I say, look, Scott, I ain't saying it's a good choice. I'm just saying definitely like that's his type of dude. Like he will. Yeah. Cliff will run. Dart, you like to run? You know what, Cliff? I'll help you run. Dart, I'll help you run. I'll help you run.
I don't know if
DC Slim. Philadelphia did hire an offensive coordinator today, and it was not Cliff. It was quarterback coach for the Packers, Sean Mannion.
Which is interesting. I think that is. Don't get me started on that one. I know it's good because it makes sense because you had good showings with Willis, and we know who Jordan Love is, so you automatically think he can improve a quarterback. Mm-hmm. But I don't know if the system is similar enough. And
I think the head coach there is a problem. Philadelphia.
Coach Lombard, if you in the chat, man, I know you around. Tell me, did you like that offense? Did you like that hiring for the Philadelphia Eagles? You know what I mean? Do you think that's going to save Jalen Hurts? I mean, they still trying to trade some players anyway. I heard they trying to trade some wide receivers out there. So, but ain't trying to think of anybody else that I want on this defense on the defense overall. Overall. I mean, running back, I want Breece Hall. If I can't get Love, I want Breece Hall. Yeah, I'm not like everybody else. I'm not in love with our run. Yeah, I'm not in love. Or I would love old boy in Seattle. They're running back.
Kenneth Walker.
Yeah, I want Walker. I loved him in college. I loved him when he played against Michigan all the time. He was in Michigan State. I'd take either of those dudes over like our situation. They would be my RB number one.
You know what? Seattle might say to themselves, we already got Charbonnet who we like, even though he's going to be coming off an injury. They might draft a running back and let Walker go. I'd love Kenneth Walker or Breece Hall. I'll sign for that now. Yeah.
I mean, Rico Dolly's not bad neither.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want. I mean, he ain't dynamic enough for me. But I get you. Like, he ain't bad. He's been good the last. He's been good.
But I tell you who else though that may break him up. Travis Etienne. Etienne had a great year. Yes, he is. He had a great year this year in Jacksonville.
He's a free agent, bro.
Travis Etienne is a free agent.
The issue with Etienne and Dowdle is they need to be the bell cow running back. Like they don't do well on a committee. I think Kenneth Walker and Breece Hall would do better.
No. This is not a committee. This is not a committee for me. No.
Etienne was in committee this year though, and he had great numbers.
No. I know what you're saying. I don't. No. It's not a committee for me. If Breece Hall comes here, he's the running back. Ain't a committee. If he's better than what we got. I'm not doing that. Like I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
What we got, but I would still like to see Bill get used a little.
I mean, you can get used to 10, like 5 carries. I ain't mad at you, but you ain't better than them. Like I'm not like if I got Etienne, I'm the same way. Like I want them dudes to run. Like I want Etienne as a home run hitter. Etienne is Etienne different. Like we
can catch the ball, and you got a pass catcher.
NTN average. Look at his average yards. His carry was crazy. Yeah. Like he's an elite back. Like he's an elite back. Breece Hall's average yards to carry is crazy. Like it's banana. He ain't shared carry.
He was doing it on a terrible team too.
Yeah, exactly. No, we not. No, bro. No. Look, invest in running backs. Running backs aren't like. people say invest in running backs. Running backs aren't expensive. Like your favorite. Yeah.
This is a skinny draft running backs beyond Jeremiah Love.
Yeah, look,
real skinny.
It is skinny, but that's why I said you go free agency, and there's some good backs in free agency.
But I'm just saying, like, we can't like putting money in running backs. That's not a thing. Look, man, look how as great as Saquon Barkley is. Look, what was he getting paid? Yeah, like
before he got the big deal, it was
before he got the big deal. Yeah, for real.
It was like not even 10 million. It was like 8 or 9 million.
And we're talking about the elite of the elite.
Yes.
And Tianum ain't the elite of the Bryce Hall. They're not the elite of the elite. They're not. You're not asking for like crazy money for them. That is not breaking the bank. That's not. You got to look at the position. It's not a long.
I mean, either one of them. You can sign to 1 or 2 years.
Or 3 years, 2-year deal. Yeah, exactly. Because that's what you do with running backs. You do a 2-year deal. So it's not a thing. That's not a money thing. That's never running backs are like the least thing of a money thing. Truth be told, like to what everybody's talking, like you get more bang for your buck though if you draft a running back because you just have him on a rookie deal for 5 years. You don't have to worry about the contract or whatever. But if you're talking about like in free agency, it's not a hit. It's just better off drafting because you got him for like the rookie contract. But it's not a hit. That is not a hit. That's not a financial hit. You know what I mean? Like that's not a financial hit.
Yeah, I got
George Sanil. You're thinking of Tyler Algier, who isn't bad, but I think we kind of already got something like that.
So Algier is like the same. Yeah, that's like we already got.
Yeah, I'm not.
That. Yeah, you should just say Pataj. You just rather. I know that's fine, but I'm just saying like. The money hit ain't a thing. Like that's not a thing. Like a money.
Yeah. Like the free agent running backs don't get big money. They
don't get big money. But the ones that you're going to worry about for big money, like the only like if you're going to look at a list of big money running backs, who's up next up? I mean, Gibbs obviously. Gibbs will be paid crazy enough.
Bijan will get paid.
Bijan. But Kenneth Walker, no, he's not. Kenneth Walker's not gonna get paid crazy.
Already got his replacement with Charbonnet, exactly. Even though Charbonnet got hurt.
Yeah, question.
I like Alec. Yeah, he's a good one too.
Alex is a good one. Yes.
Yeah,
I don't think he's going to hit the market. I think the Colts are going to pay him. But if he does hit the market, yes.
Yeah, Rashad White gonna be cheap. Rashad White gonna be cheap.
He's cheap. And that's not a bad one either, Paul, because he can catch the ball too.
The Colts need to figure out who their quarterback going to be because Daniel Jones is a free agent too, so they're going to figure out.
They were going to. They
didn't sound like they were going to re-sign him.
They're going to re-sign him, but that was the plan was.
Yeah,
so the injury. I don't know what the injury is now, but go ahead, Glenn.
But yeah, with the injury, do you re-sign him because that was the end of the year injury, so you won't see Daniel Jones until maybe end of the year.
That's why it's questionable.
That's why it's questionable. But we talk about players that you want to get, and you mentioned Philadelphia, which brought me my mind. Mm-hmm. Do Washington want to trade for AJ Brown?
They won't trade with us, but I would though. They won't trade with us though.
I don't want to be. I honestly don't want to trade for any draft pick. If we weren't in that situation, like if we could afford to trade a draft pick for AJ Brown, I probably would kick the tires on him.
I like Jonte Williams. I like him.
That's a good one. Dan,
like Williams.
That's a good one too.
Which I think one thing that we missing here, and I think I just thought about this.
I've always liked North Carolina. I've always liked them. Go ahead, Glenn.
One thing we missing because Adam Peters has a lot of money, right? And I go back to the press conference where Adam Peters said Dan Quinn has to take care of the staff. Quinn brings the staff in. Does Dan have much say in the players, or is that all Adam Peters? Right?
It should be Adam Peters' job, man. It should be Adam Peters' job.
It should be Adam Peters' job. But so is Adam Peters thinking about the culture of the locker room when he's picking players? Or is he thinking about just who's the best player here? Because Dan has mentioned a lot that they want people who fit in this locker room.
They both have. They both have.
They both have said so. So when you're looking at this, some of the players that we named, do they fit? They be great players, but are they fit in the culture that Dan Quinn is trying to create? And DC Slim, I know you about to hop on this. Get rid of Dan Quinn, I know. But right now,
what? No, and I will cut DC Slim off the pass here by saying this. I'm not worried about the culture of a 5-12 locker room. I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if they don't fit with what Dan wants. We need talent. Capital T. We need talent. And Indian Lake, Ohio, as we just detailed before, and we'll say again, you're talking about you're not paying for a free agent RB. We ain't paying. You're not paying a lot of money.
No.
For 1 year, it might be 8 figures. But most free agent running backs you can get for 5, 6, 7 million, 8 million a year, not more than 1 or 2 years. It's not you're not talking about a major whack that if you're wrong, you're stuck with it. You're talking about somebody that you're getting on a short-term deal to help you. This is not a good draft for running backs. If you're not on Wole and DC Slim's train of taking Jeremiah Love at 7, there may not be another running back taken until late in round 2.
Ooh,
or
I
even
like
day
this one.
3.
I like this one. You see this one?
Let me get on George real quick about the money.
Go ahead,
real quick. So last year, I had to look up the salaries, George. Last year, Kenneth Walker made $2 million, right? Bryce Hall made $2 million. We talked about Travis Etienne made $3.2 million. Here it is. The market value for Travis Etienne off of sportstrack.com, his market value is about 6.8. And so Kenneth Walker's market value is about 8.3.
Yeah.
And who else we said? Bryce Hall. Bryce Hall has the heftiest market value, which is about $10 million. So which is wild. Which is wild, right?
I mean, for 1 or 2 years, any of those is fine.
That's not a in terms of contracts, that's not a crazy contract.
But it's not a
deal is not a crazy contract. So, that's what I'm saying. It's not we're not talking about, that's what I'm saying, like, we're not talking about anything special.
For $6 million.
That's cheap as hell. That's what I'm saying. Right, I would say JTM over Walker, and I like Walker a lot.
Yeah, me too. Because of the price point, absolutely.
Yeah, I would take ETN over Walker.
I agree with this one, but I don't think he's available.
That's what I'm saying. I would thank you. That's what I was about to pull that up. He's a free agent.
Yes.
He is a free agent, but do you think the Rams take care of him before the deadline?
If they smart, they better take care of him.
You're a free agent. Cam is a free agent.
Oh, bring that dude back. Bring that back. I look. What they say? What the Usos say? Run that back.
Run that back, bro.
Run that back.
Yeah, right.
Run that back.
Yeah. Stamp, I'm sick of hearing about culture every year. I mean, at the bottom of the division.
Trust me, I know, but I'm only going off what they said in the press conferences.
Oh no,
so I'm just reporting. If when we talk about getting great players in,
it's just that it's that kind of talk that really gets up my nose, honestly, because it's just like, and again, Dan Quinn, he for me, he don't get a lot of say because he is lucky to be holding on to that job, quite honestly. So
truth be told, we need talent.
I'm not listening to Dan Quinn on culture after a 5-12 season where I've watched a bunch of guys that needed to be phased out or at least reduced in their playing time play every damn snap and harm the development of players that needed to be played. I mean, it's just that you talk about culture. Mike Tomlin had a culture in Pittsburgh. Yeah. You got to be in place a long time to have a culture.
Bill Belichick
had one with Baltimore. You go down the list. Belichick when he was in New England, they had a culture. We had something that worked for a year and then went horribly wrong the next year.
Well, it worked for a year because the ball. Let's be if we honest, and this is not the Dan Quinn show, but it worked for a year because the ball bounced the right way, and JD5 had the ball in his hand last.
I agree with this. Indian Lake, Ohio. I agree. Culture is a propaganda word they toss around. I know. That's how
and look, some of us are just as guilty as the rest on that, but yeah.
No, yes. I don't. I'm consistent. Folks who know me, they know what I care about. I care about dogs, animals, players. I don't care about culture. I don't care what you do in your private life. I really don't even care about that. I care about what you do on Sundays. I'm not. If you want me to be bluntly honest,
as long as you ain't the Hooskow on Sunday.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't. As long as you're on the football field, you can do whatever you do Friday night, Saturday night. I don't even care, to be honest with you. If you out here popping folks and giving me touchdowns, that's all I care about. I'm not. That's who I am. I don't need you to be a model. I don't need you to. I don't look at people to say you're a model citizen. You're the greatest person in the world. I don't care how nice you are. It doesn't do anything for me. It doesn't. If you're a fan and you meet somebody, I guess for that. But I don't even care. Like I've had friends who are athletes. I'm like, I don't care what you do, bro. Just play. Do what you do. Give me a W. That's all I care about. Give me a W. That's all I care. That's all I care about, man. All that other stuff, y'all can do that other stuff.
Hey, Coach, you hit it on head. Coach, you hit it with comment.
This right here, I like. Yeah. You let Lawrence Taylor type of slide. Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Take that culture crap. You know what? That culture crap worked when you winning games. When that joint, when you losing and you still got culture guys, they ain't showing me nothing.
Yo, Todd just won 2. Less Ryan Kerrigan and more Dexter Manley.
Yes, Todd.
Bro.
Yo,
sniff what you need to sniff to get ready for Sunday. I don't care. Sniff it, snort it, do what you need to do to get ready for Sunday.
By the way, I want to answer this question. I hope Kyle Pitts hits the market because I would love Washington to sign him.
I think he will hit.
There's a lot of talk that he's going to be franchised.
Really? They think they're going to franchise him?
I've heard that talk. Which is bad because they could have picked up his option and then they wouldn't have to worry about anything, and they didn't.
That'd be wild.
It would be wild.
That'd be wild. They franchise.
I hope Kyle Pitts hits the market because I think he'd look real good in burgundy and gold.
I like Kyle Pitts, man. I like Kyle Pitts.
Man, we got. Oh yeah, they already cut Kurt, so you know they released Kurt.
Oh, is that official?
Yeah, they released Kurt.
Well, he was making 63. They restructured his contract deal anyway.
I mean, I feel like
they had to do something because there was no way they could have got out from it under it this year. It would have been like next year.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm right. Yeah, wait, Kirk Cousins. Yeah, I saw the alert. I ain't tripping. I know I saw it.
Yeah. So he was.
Here's a thought: Kirk Cousins to be the bridge to Daniel Jones in Indianapolis.
I can see that. No, I can see that.
I can see that.
I'm right. Yeah, he got cut. I'm right. Yeah,
he was scheduled to make $63 million this year to be on the bench. $63 million to be on the bench, dog.
Again, truth. I mean, low key. Truth be told, people don't want to hear it.
Bring him back to Washington.
No. He outplayed the rookie.
He did outplay rookie.
He the second year play. He outplayed Penix. I mean,
he did.
You saw that when Winston started getting his numbers. You saw when Pitt started getting his numbers. It wasn't with.
That's true.
It wasn't with.
That's true. He saved Kyle Pitts' NFL career.
Yeah, it wasn't with Penix.
And Kirk Cousins won a couple games for them late.
No, he won a lot of games in last. They won a winning streak with Kirk Cousins.
They were on a winning streak.
Yeah,
they were. Again,
but kept.
When you have Kirk Cousins and Bijan Robinson, dog.
When they got weapons, that's why it's ridiculous. Atlanta has a bunch of offensive weapons. Like that's not even to be real with you. You got London, Bijan, Pitts. You got weapons. Like
you got weapons.
That's why. That's a different topic. We don't need to talk about that. But
no. Yo, everybody should want to be Kirk Cousins. Everybody should be able to be on the phone with Kirk Cousins' agent right now and say, "Yo, can I be your client?"
I mean, I ain't gonna lie.
Can I be your client?
He kind of like helped the stock because he won games at the end.
No, the dude has $500 million. He done made almost $500 million in the league. Dog.
Again, Kurt's another person, man. He know how to hustle the game. And he's supposed to be a great character guy. I don't care, but see, that's what I'm saying. We on this character stuff, man. It's culture.
He does love Jesus. He does love Jesus.
I know sinners who love Jesus. They don't work for me. But like,
listen, you're talking to one of the ringleaders of the not signed Kirk club right here. And we were in the minority and we were right.
I know it's not Sunday morning, but the Bible says if you love me, keep my commandments. So
exactly.
Yeah,
look, man, he's great, man. I love Jesus. I'm very spiritual, but I'm just saying. That don't mean I don't need that on my foot. On my football field, I want a Garanimal. I want a Garanimal. That's what I want on my football field.
You mean you didn't like Kirko Chains walking in your trap and taking over?
Nah, man, because he got small in clutch time. You know what I'm saying? He got small in clutch time. I need animals out here.
In prime time, man.
I need animals out here, man. Look, I don't need nice guys, man. You know what I'm saying? Luke McCaffrey's a nice guy. I don't need nice guys, man.
It's a nice guy.
Luke McCaffrey was good in kick returns. Don't be hating on Luke.
No. He's a nice guy, man. He's a culture guy. That's what he is.
Don't be hating on Luke.
You know what? You need culture guys. He's a culture guy.
This is a nice guy finish last, man.
Noah Brown is a culture guy. These are culture guys. You want your culture? They're your culture guy.
That Taj. Yes. That.
Oh, McVay does love him. All the Shannies love Kirk. All of them.
Oh gosh, Kirk in LA, I can see even as a backup, I can see it because Stafford's back probably won't hold up if he comes back next year. They were shooting him up with all sorts of stuff before the season started. I can't believe he made it through.
Hey,
I'm just saying, man. But yeah, I mean, I think Washington has a lot of like. I think we talked like, yeah. But I'm with everybody with the whole. Oh, we got a question for Danny. I mean, before I say anything, question for the fellas: Is Tunsil the number one priority for Washington to sign an extension? That should be the first of the. That's the first thing for me. That is the first.
100%. Yes.
That's the first thing for me.
Has to get done.
Everything everything has like when we look at the history of Washington Commanders or Washington Redskins or whatever. Like I don't know, I can't speak for everybody. Depending on your time frame watching the team, my time frame is like I'm an '80s baby, and I saw I got to see this team through from in terms of my memory of watching football around '87 to whatever, right? '87 through on, and like the thing, like I always say, every team has an identity, or a player to identify with, or a position to identify with. And for me, most of my life, we've always had a bookend left tackle. We've always had, and not a bookend left tackle where, well, he's just a good quality left tackle. No, we've always had the best of the best. Growing like just of late, after Trent has been Trent Williams has been the place where I felt like, oh, we didn't have a left tackle, but we've always had a left tackle. When I grew up watching them, for me, it was like it went from Jim Lachey. We had Ray Brown. We've had Chris Samuels. Shoot. We had two for a while. We used to always have two tackles that were great. We would have Chris Samuel, John Jansen. You know what I mean? We would have
John Jansen, yes.
We would have, and then when Samuels went out, then we got the replacement. We got Trent. We've always had Jacoby, Lachey. Exactly. Thanks, Scott. Like we've always had in my years of watching this team, we've always had a dominant left tackle. Period. And not just good, dominant. Then when we traded away Trent, it was like, oh snap. Well, we it was like, all right, we don't got one. And then we had the boy that played for the Bears. What's his name? Played for the Bears. He was a good guy who played left tackle after Trent.
Oh shoot!
Oh, it's coming. His wife was always on social media too. I forget his name.
Oh yeah, gosh darn it!
It's gonna come to me. Y'all in the chat.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
he was terrible.
Leno. Thank you.
Leno, yes.
Charles, thank you, Scott. Charles Leno. He wasn't horrible, but he was, but he wasn't elite. He was good. He just wasn't elite. Then we get this trade, and so it reminds you, oh, this is what we used to have. This is what it is. So. Like you growing up watching this team in terms of the glory years of winning football games or whatever, this is what it is. We've always had this type of situation. So this is what I need from this team. Yeah, thank you. You bringing good company. I know. Yeah. We always had elite tackles. This was the thing. So that's to me. When you tell me what we look at in terms of obviously we're going to say the Hogs, right? As an identity of your fandom of the Washington Redskins Commanders, but also it starts with the best. The best is always on that left tackle side. We've always had the best. So yeah. So I think it's essential to keeping the tradition, not just the tradition, but the identity of your organization. I think Tunsil's it.
Tons. I think so too. I mean, you gotta go. You gotta if you call this a new regime, a new front office, some of these quotations, and new people. This is Adam Peters' time to put his stamp on the Washington Commanders. You had the money, you have you have your franchise quarterback. You can have your franchise left tackle for the next 5 or 6 years, right? Put your stamp. You got Sam Cosby, who's great when he's going to be 100% healthy, right? You got Chris Paul, who's playing lights out.
He's a free agent.
Who, Chris Paul?
Yeah.
But you bring Chris Paul back to sign that.
Yeah, I mean, he shouldn't be that expensive.
He should be expensive, right?
And but he was good, though. He was good.
He was good this year. So keep those guys. You got my man that did the last year that you had. The right tackle. They moved him around. He played. What's the young kid? What's the young kid's name?
You're still be tripping. I'm sorry.
Hey, what's the young lineman name that took spot last year?
Connolly?
No, not Connolly. The other one that we had 2 years ago. We picked with Jayden. I can't remember his name.
Brandon Coleman.
Yeah, you got Brandon Coleman. So you got young guys that's in the house to be able to do some things. So yeah, Coleman. Thank you, Paul. I couldn't remember Coleman's name, but so you got Coleman. So you have young guys. That line needs to be solidified. You have skill players, right? So to me, the common sense thing is to get. And what we talked about last year, this team didn't have depth. So this year, you're trying to build depth, right? You're trying to build depth. Two things he's trying to do: try to solidify the off defense, right, and then build depth everywhere else. The offense needs depth. It doesn't need players. I mean, great, starters. You don't need starters on offense. You need depth on offense. You need starters on the defense.
Yeah, I agree with this. Indian Lake, Ohio. We need a young center.
You do. You do.
Yeah. 100%. We do, but I don't know if we got enough draft picks to do it, especially when we got all these needs on defense.
Need the air appendant. I agree because we Go ahead.
We shucked and jive on the last center that we thought we was gonna have.
We do. Ago. And this too. Offense needs explosive players. That's why I went Bryce Hall. Because that's an explosive player for real. Like I literally watching that dude, and when I knew that Bryce Hall, and I'm gonna keep saying that Bryce Hall, keep talking him up. When I saw him come back last year after the knee injury, and he was still breaking big plays, he still wasn't the same. And then when you watch him this year, you're like, damn. Like, could you imagine with him with a Jayden Daniels?
Right.
Like, it wouldn't like you can't key on him. Like, it would be easy money for him. Because I'm the person who didn't believe in him like that coming out of college. I was like, everybody gassing this dude up. But nah, I was like, I'm wrong. This dude is like that. Like, he is like, I don't even think he tapped the surface of how great he can be in this league. That's how good. I think if you get him now, it's like a bargain. Like now it's a bargain because I best believe in a couple years it won't be that. Like especially if he goes to the right team, like if he goes to like a Kansas City Chiefs team, a Washington Commanders team, like that type of team that has has the quarterback to match his explosiveness. Yeah, you're not going to. Yeah, he's going to be like folks gonna say that deal's a bargain. You know what I'm saying? Now we haven't talked about the Senior Bowl yet. We're gonna hold that.
Probably next
later.
Yeah, to work about next week. Hey, we do want to know something. I do want to break something while you guys are on.
Go ahead. Yeah,
I'm not nothing major, man. Hey, all Burgundy go everything, man. We got a store, y'all. we got some merch. We got some merch. So I'm gonna drop the link, in the chat. Y'all want to support, y'all support all the time in the chat, whatever. But we got some merch. We got a store. It's going to advance. It's going to grow bigger with more merchandise. So if you want to support that way, support all Burgundy and Gold, everything that way. Click the link in the chat. Go check out some of the merch that we have that's there. Support. You already been supporting the chat. You guys been great tonight. Awesome, so I wanted to just throw that out there while we was talking about different things. So again, we got a store. You might start seeing it on the videos here on YouTube. Products and stuff like that. So make sure you guys check that out. So we wanted to drop that while you guys were on here, man. So appreciate that.
Appreciate y'all, man. As always, you definitely do, man. Like what we got here? Yeah, y'all got DC a day. You gotta get DC Slim a day quit shirt saying culture.
Yo, I might just make one for DC Slim. We make one, man.
Hey, no, you got if you go on DC Slim, you gotta make one Fire Dan. That's what they got.
Fire Dan.
No, Fire Dan. Yeah, Fire Dan, Fire Louvu, Fire Bobby Wagner. That's what the shirt guys say, dog.
Hey, Fire. Hey, look, Fire Dan, Fire Louvu. Fight Quinn equal wins, right?
Equal wins, yeah. Enjoy fire. Enjoy fire. Hold on, we got. If I order a shirt, can I get it signed by the fellas? Oh man, that would be dope.
Yo, I'll come up. We'll meet somewhere one day, man. That's something we got in plans.
Dan in the West Coast, bro. That's my guy.
The West? Oh, you in the West?
Yeah. He from the county. He from PG County, but
where you at in the West?
He in LA.
You in LA?
Yeah, Dan in LA.
I got some people in LA, man. I might.
All right, Dan and coolest people. He's cool. He's cool people, man.
Yo, you sitting?
Yeah, Danny, you still got your podcast? Let me know you still got your podcast, Danny. I haven't seen any ads about it in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, Danny got a podcast. He'd be talking for the culture. Cool dude. Make sure y'all print it like DC says. It's Louvu. Listening, man. I just okay. He just saw the t-shirts. Okay, yeah. Appreciate you, Paul. Appreciate everybody, man. Appreciate everybody, man. But yeah, man. Man. I mean, it's a lot to this off season. The draft to me always that's where it starts for me. I don't really get in the free agency talk. Like, the free agency is before the draft, right? Yes, before the draft. So, but yeah, we're gonna learn a lot. I'll say this much: we will learn a lot about this team in free agency, to knowing what the mentality is and what have they learned from last season. Yeah. We'll learn. Like we'll know how, if they're aggressive, then we know what they're about.
Yeah, we know.
If they're not, if they're like status quo, then we're gonna be like, okay,
yeah.
Then we're gonna have to wait on the draft. Then we're gonna have to wait on the draft.
Yeah, I told y'all this is to me. This is year number 3, right? This is make or break for Dan Quinn.
Yeah,
it is make or break. It's make or break for Dan Quinn, and it's also make or break for Adam Peters. In my opinion, for what they're gonna do, because Dan, let's be honest, and George, we mentioned it that Dan is going. I think Dan's gonna be on the hot seat, right?
Oh, definitely.
Because you fire your DC, you fire your OC. Next step is fire the head, the HC, right? And so that's the next thing you do. So,
by the way, Paul, that's correct. March 9th is the legal tampering for free agency. March 11th is the new league year.
New league year. That's why Kirk Cousins had to get off that roster, man. Kurt was gonna make him. Kurt was gonna make some.
I'll be getting ready for the A10 tournament right around that time.
So,
oh yes, and we're gonna March Madness. It's a lot going on around that time frame. Look, man, just pay attention to the draft, man. Look, pay attention to the draft boards, and see if there's guys that you're gonna like out there. That's the most important thing for me, man. Pay attention to the draft board. To draft, if we get, I just believe that everybody will be happy with the draft. The draft pick Washington selects. I don't think they can really go wrong unless they do some wild stuff. But Adam Peters can go left. But I feel like I give Adam Peters credit. I feel like in this slot where he's the top 10, I think it's hard to mess. I think it's really hard to mess this up. Personally, I think it's hard to mess this up. I think you'll get a good player. Like you'll get a really, really good player, and people will view that player better than the next player. You know what I mean? You won't know what that player is from like 5 years after to see where they rank in their draft class. But no, I think you're going to opportunity to get a really good player. You know what I mean? Like defensively, if you want to go with some of these studs, Reese, Downs, Bailey, Bain, you got a lot of good ones, man. You got a lot of good ones. If you want to go throw a curveball and get love, hey, that's a highly talented running back. So, either way, I feel like the fan base will be excited. Because unless they get unless they go left and pass up on somebody that there's a consensus thought process, like that person isn't better than the ones that are available, then that's the only thing that can kind of can rub some folks the wrong way. But no, this is not a situation that I feel like you can really mess up unless you are really ignorant in this draft process. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it.
They hope can't mess it up. I hope not.
Like he said, like Todd said, I think the 3rd round pick is the key. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Or Styles. Yeah, Styles is moving up. Yeah. So I mean, Ohio State has a bunch of talent, man. They paid for a lot.
They have to pay for a lot.
They paid for a lot to not win the national championship. It's crazy, right? It's nasty work. I know. They paid all that money and they just lost to Indiana.
Coming from a Michigan guy, right?
Yes, exactly. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Yeah. We ain't pay that much money. You know what I'm saying? We ain't pay that much. They paid all the money in the world. And they still lost. Yes, they did. I like Styles. Styles is cool. Yeah, definitely.
But man, that's all we got. That's all I got tonight, fellas. Y'all got
that's all we got, man.
That's all we got,
man. That's all we got, bro.
Yo, I think next week we'll see how things shape out, because truth be told, Durante should be starting to put his staff together. So that might be something we should talk about next week too. Talk about the new staff that's coming to Washington. We know Washington.
Did they do a press conference today? Because I remember. Good for Katie. Then I hope she got to her speaking thing at Hampton.
She did. If they do a presser, I think we can do. We can probably get Katie on, and we can come on and talk and tell her she can tell us what she gathered from the conference. I think that would be dope.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead, Taj. What's your question, brother? Taj said you got a question.
All right, go ahead, Taj. Have a question.
Go ahead, Taj. What you got?
Try not let me go, and you want to ask this question last minute. Petty. Inside joke. We done, man. He doing some petty stuff, man. I got time for you, man. I got no time for you, bro. I got no time.
Whoever Kobe playing with, but Washington did lose Simmons today. He is going to. The coach. He's going to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Simmons.
So Coach Simmons. So he's going.
Oh
to Pittsburgh.
Man, Slim, appreciate you, my God. Thank you for the super chats, man.
Appreciate you, DC.
Always,
love you, brother.
Thank you.
Always a plus.
Man. Always appreciate you, man. You already
appreciate
know.
You.
Oh, you already know.
Appreciate you guys.
But yeah, man, we can. We can. I can knock.
Knock it out.
Yeah, all right. Hey, folks, man, appreciate y'all for pulling up, man. If you before you leave this chat and leave this stream, just hit the like button. I know everybody who's on here subscribe, but just hit that like button. It just well for the YouTube algorithm. Tell a friend and tell them to tell a friend and say like, hey, you know what? We know this dope Commanders podcast. You need to pull up. The chat be lit. Yeah, like the co-host, they be on point. Just let folks know that what time we on. So we appreciate y'all for pulling up. Appreciate the game. Hey, just respect one thing about this chat that I love. We respect everybody. Everybody don't agree with everything, and that's cool. You know what I mean? We all love this team. We all appreciate this team. So just everybody be safe out there. Appreciate y'all. Keep rocking with us. You know what I mean? Because we got bigger things. You know what I'm saying? Glenn doing great work with the shirts. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Glenn. So everybody make sure y'all get Glenn the flowers. Glenn's a dope dude. George, keep bringing the fire. George is amazing. So just appreciate y'all for pulling it up. Anyway, you've been listening to All Burgundy and Go ErrryThing, powered by the Urban Sports Scene and Fox Sports Radio 96.9 FM and 1340 AM. Hopewell, Virginia 4 Ages.